Come on up, Taylor.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. How has everybody been today, getting the value out of what's been said and shared? Been pretty good. Awesome. Yeah. I when I went to Taiwan, I didn't go with the expectation I was gonna be like 80th most subscribed on YouTube, but it kind of just happened that way. I mainly did the vlog on YouTube because I wanted to document my daily journey, and it was more for me than it was for anybody else. But I'm glad other people tuned in with that journey. So I'm here to talk about reviews. How many of you have read a review online? A review. Okay. How many of you have actually determined if you're going to buy said product or service from that review? Wow, there's like majority of everybody here. That's great. That's awesome. I'm going to change gears a little bit. How many of you have reviews for your company online? Okay. How many of you are actively getting new reviews on a regular basis coming in? Okay. Sounds good. So it sounds like there could be some more work done here in terms of getting a little bit more reviews a little bit more often. Here's why it's important. People do business with people online. They want to know you, they want to like you, they want to trust you, they want to see what other people say about you. And if those reviews determine where they spend their money, you kind of want to make sure that they're spending it with you. So what are other people saying about you? Are you actively getting a review, or do you just have 4 reviews and then that one negative review comes in and it kind of takes you out? I've spoken to many business owners who say, oh, that one review, it just really irks me. Well, think of it this way. You're human. Your business is kind of based on you. We're not robots. We might make a mistake from time to time. It's okay. How did you address that review? Did you do something to improve your business? Did you address it with that person? Did you help them? Because we're really about collaborating and getting better at our craft. And I know while having to respond to a review is like frustrating at times, if you have somebody in your corner that can kind of help you, coach you through a response, it can be an added benefit. So I wanted to go over a couple of quick notes that I had here. So there's 3 reasons really why people don't leave a review. The first is they didn't have time. Second is they forgot. And the third is I don't know how. And this applies both for the client and for you as a business owner, because you're wearing many different hats. You're trying to provide the service and then go and drum up more business. And so you might be in that category where it's like, I don't have the time to ask the happy client to leave the review, or I don't know how to ask them for the review, or it feels kind of weird. Well, think of it this way. It's important for that review, for you, for them. It's okay to ask it. You're not doing anything wrong. And for local business, reviews are everything. But one piece of advice that I'd suggest that you take into account is, at least for you, because you might not have the time, because you might not know how, and you're doing a bunch of other different things. Implement a simple, repeatable process somewhere along that customer journey where you want to ask them for a review. If that's at the end of your service with them, just say, hey, glad you had a great experience. I would love to hear your feedback, and then provide them with a simple link that they can click on to share and leave their feedback. Make it super simple for yourself, super repeatable, and that doesn't take you a lot of time. Is my best recommendation there. So with that being said, I'd like to open up the floor to any questions. If anybody had any questions regarding reviews, online reputation. Yes?
What do you recommend people to use for generating or accumulating the reviews or processing? I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology here.
Generally, yeah.
or in just Google or in all these other social media places? What do you recommend?
Find out where your big players are, like your 2 or maybe 3 places where people can leave a review. Now, if that's Google, the BBB, and an industry-specific place to leave a review, have those 3. If they can go to a central hub where the client can then determine where they want to leave that review, that'll make it easy for them there too. Otherwise, just generally have that link ready for your Google business profile. They have a really simple place where you can copy a short URL and have that URL on hand to give to the client for them to leave a review that way. So yeah, kind of figure out where your big players are and if
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Meet them where they are.
Yep. Generally Google, but I have noticed that there are sometimes problems with, some of the clientele who might be a little bit older who don't have a Google account. The BBB is a great secondary option because the person can just put in their name, their email, and leave a review easily on the BBB. Yeah.
Any advice for when we get a bad review? Yeah, repeat the question.
Yeah. What do you do when you get a negative review? What do you do? Well, take a minute, pause. They're not insulting you personally. Hopefully. And if they are, that's another conversation. But in either case, respond professionally. See what you can do to address their concern. And if you need some advice and you want somebody that you can talk to, have somebody in your corner that you can call up and say, hey, a bad review came in, like a trusted friend, a trusted business partner, or somebody who's helping manage your online reputation to ask, how should I respond to this? What would be the best way possible? Because usually having another person taking a look at that with you and kind of coaching you and helping you through a response will negate a lot of that feeling that you might just throw out there, and then somebody reads that business response and you go, oh, I don't want to do business with them. So yeah, I hope that helps. Anybody else, or are we good on time? Yeah. Sure.
With Google reviews, for one of my businesses, we had 87 awesome ones and 1 negative one. And really all we had to do was just ask a couple of customers to give us some new awesome reviews and then kick that negative one out like we never even.
Yeah. So you had the 87.
It's kind of like a dog pile. As soon as there was another good one, it fell on top of the name, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it goes to the point of having a simple, repeatable process where you can repeat that every single time with every single new client who comes in, so that if you have those 87 positive reviews, you have the 1 negative review that comes in, you're like, okay, I've dealt with the 1 negative review that came in, but I have more good reviews on the way that are going to bring my score back to normal, and it'll negate that negative review entirely, and people will say, well, you keep having great reviews come in, so yeah.
Negative one kind of became laughable at that point.
Right. So yes.
So does your business then have a way of sending out requests for reviews, or how does your business participate with the review?
Yeah. So we offer an online review and reputation managed service where we'll actually go in, we'll ask from you on a regular basis, are there any new reviews that you would like to request from people? We'll be able to follow up with them.
Do it for them, like send out a text to their customers.
Yeah, we'll send that out with like a text or an email to kind of make that process simple. So making it simple for you, the business owner, where you can just say, hey Taylor, we have 10 new customers came in. Can you send them a text, send them an email, and because I'm busy with all the other things I'm dealing with, and then let me know how the process goes of reviews that came back, if I need to be coached through anything, and yeah. That's something that we help with. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Oh, hey, it's Bill.
Hey!
How are your reviews?
My reviews, I review myself constantly.
No, from the other.
Oh, from the other people.